I'm not trying to be sexy. It's just my way of expressing myself when I move around. I don't know anything about music. In my line, you don't have to. When I was a boy, I always saw myself as a hero in comic books and in movies. I grew up believing this dream. Subscribe to this channel or Elvis will be sad. Rock and roll music, if you like it, if you feel it, you can't help but move to it. That's what happens to me. I can't help it. I was an only child, and mother was always right with me all my life. I used to get very angry at her when I was growing up. It's a natural thing. I learned how important it is to entertain people and give them a reason to come and watch you play. I'm trying to keep a level head. You have to be careful out in the world. It's so easy to get turned. More than anything else, I want the folks back at home to think right of me. I like entertaining people. I really miss it. After a hard day of basic training, you could eat a rattlesnake. People ask me where I got my singing style. I didn't copy my style from anybody. Truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a time, but it ain't going away. Rhythm is something you either have or don't have, but when you have it all over. Whatever I will become will be what God has chosen for me. Adversity is sometimes hard upon a man, but for one man who can stand prosperity, there are 100 that will stand adversity. I never expected to be anybody important. I've never written a song in my life. It's all a big hoax. The army teaches boys to think like men. It's human nature to gripe, but I'm going ahead and doing the best I can. I was training to be an electrician. I suppose I got wired the wrong way round somewhere along the line. Just because I managed to do a little something, I don't want anyone back home to think I got the big head. I'll never feel comfortable taking a strong drink, and I'll never feel easy smoking a cigarette. I just don't think those things are right for me. When I get married, it'll be no secret. I've tried to lead a straight, clean life, not set any kind of a bad example. Ambition is a dream with a V8 engine. Until we meet again, may God bless you as He has blessed me. The image is one thing and the human being is another. It's very hard to live up to an image, put it that way. A live concert to me is exciting because of all the electricity that is generated in the crowd and on stage. It's my favorite part of the business, live concerts. There are too many people that depend on me. I'm too obligated. I'm in too far to get out. I'm so nervous. I've always been nervous, ever since I was a kid. From the time I was a kid, I always knew something was going to happen to me. Didn't know exactly what. I don't think I'm bad for people. If I did think I was bad for people, I would go back to driving a truck, and I really mean this. Every time I think that I'm getting old, and gradually going to the grave, something else happens. The Lord can give, and the Lord can take away. I might be herding sheep next year. I happened to come along in the music business when there was no trend. The closest I ever came to getting married was just before I started singing. In fact, my first record saved my neck. I was an overnight sensation. Envy someone and it pulls you down. Admire them and it builds you up. Which makes more sense? To judge a man by his weakest link or deed is like judging the power of the ocean by one wave. All I want is to know the truth, to know and experience God. I figure all any kid needs is hope and the feeling he or she belongs. Never wait for tomorrow. What if tomorrow never comes? Somebody does something stupid. That's human. They don't stop when they see it's wrong. That's a fool. You have to be careful out in the world. You know your woman is loyal if she hates to see you in pain and hurts when you're hurt. If you want to be loved, baby, you've got to love me, too. Sad thing is, you can still love someone and be wrong for them. At my young age, I had sex with 3 women a day. Thanks for listening. Explore our other videos like this, subscribe and enrich your knowledge.